Welcome to the video, everybody. My name is Thomas. I'm a sound mixer. I've been sound mixing and working on indie films for about the past 7 years-ish. So I've been transitioning more into a producer role. Someone reached out to me to produce their project. So the first thing I did was just print out their concept. And before I go over everything, I want you to leave a comment down below. And let me know if you want to learn more of these in-depth things of what to do as a freelance filmmaker. I'm working on a course right now. I'm going to put it together for you. It's going to be wonderful. But just leave a comment down below and let me know if you're interested in that. Okay, that being said, let's move on. So the first thing I do is read the concept, get on the same page as the director or the creative person involved, and go over and make sure I understand the concept artistically and make sure that I understand what the vibe they're going for and I understand what they're trying to go for. Nothing technical, just to get on the same page, creatively. So before constructing a budget, I need to know what they're going for. I need to know what the end goal is. Another big thing to know with budgeting is knowing where this piece of creation is going to live. Is it going to be on YouTube? Is it going to be a commercial that's going to be on TV? Is it going to be something that is just a passion project? Is it going on Instagram? Is this going, how long is it going to be? That's a really big factor. If something's longer, we're going to have to shoot longer and do long takes. If something's shorter, we can, get away with doing 1 or 2 takes and then editing everything together. So after that discussion on the phone, what I did is I went through and looked at how many people are going to be involved, how many actors, and then also, based on my experience, how many crew members I think that we're going to need. If it's a big shoot and there's a lot of complicated things, like for this, there's about 20 actors. So with 20 actors and there's going to be about 7 scenes. So 7 scenes that intercut with each other and about 2 actors per scene. Plus 1 scene is going to have about 10 actors. So with 22 actors, we're going to need at least 2 makeup artists. I know that right off the bat. If you have 1 makeup artist and 22 people, that 1 makeup artist is not going to be able to do their job efficiently. They're going to be running all over the place, especially if they're doing hair as well. If we're trying to save money. That's something else that I should do. So when creating a budget, I'm trying to figure out how I can do this the lowest means possible. I'm trying to figure out, can I not pay some actors and rent a really good camera? Or am I going to be able to, buy food for everybody, but we're going to have no camera? So there's always going to be a balance of when creating a budget. So after figuring out, okay, I have this many actors, and then I just quickly looked over it and estimated how many crew members we're going to need. The very first thing I did was say if we paid nobody. Say if we didn't pay anybody, nobody's getting paid. We're not renting any equipment. We're shooting on 1 iPhone, and everyone's just going to eat. The first thing on my budget is food for everybody. And based on my experience, you can get a good meal for everybody for about $10 a head. Plus, you're going to need an extra thing of snacks and coffee and water and stuff like that. I would be very mad if I'm working at a reduced rate or for free and somebody doesn't feed me water or I don't have any water or anything. That's pretty ridiculous. I'm shooting this video kind of at the beginning of my process, and I just wanted to bring you guys in and share what I know. And since I'm a new producer, maybe this will be good for me in the future to look back on and reflect and I had it all wrong. You need to start here instead of here. As far as right now, I just know we have around 50 people. So that means, it's going to be probably about $500 per meal. Typically on the film set, you do 12-hour days, 10 to 12. If you're doing indie films, it's usually always going to be 12. I've worked on 1 set where it was 10. But you want to provide breakfast and lunch to, feed everybody, give everybody good fuel for the day. You can't start out the day with pizza and then everybody's going to get the itis, and then just pass out before lunch. So I'm going to dive into this and check in with you in a little bit. Okay, all right, so it's a different day. So what I did is went through everything, added everything up, all the crew members, all the equipment. Actually what happened is I called my buddy Adam, and I was like, yo, Adam, I don't feel like spending a bunch of time on this equipment list. Can you forward me some stuff that you already have? Yeah, sure, no problem. Okay, cool. It'll be about $800. And then $1,000 for lighting. And that's how I got my equipment list. So, step 1, go through the script. Step 2, add everything up. And then what I did here is get a spreadsheet, add everything up here, and it looks like the total is around $8,700. It probably honestly would cost an extra $3,000, maybe an extra $4,000 depending on what is needed. There's an office shot, but we might be able to get that for free. If not, that's going to be like $3,000. And then if we also do this other thing with some props, the props are probably going to be around like $300 or $400. So now I have this budget ready, and then what I can do is come up with a secondary budget, just copy and paste everything there, and make a cheaper version. And then what I can do is present that to the client, which is the director. So talking with the director about the budget, they might rewrite the script a certain way, and then we can save some money. Or if they're okay with, cutting down half of the people or reusing some people, instead of 20 people, we can cut it down to maybe like 12. And then that'll save us like a couple $100 on food, actually. A lot of people don't think about that. Like, oh yeah, well, we're hiring this person for free. It's like, well, food, water, tea, coffee, Slim Jims, whatever. It just, everything adds up. So if you like this video and you want to hear more, I have a podcast and I interview other filmmakers. There's going to be a link down below. You can go ahead and click there. It's available on Spotify. It's available on iTunes. A lot of people love iTunes, and I use Anchor FM. Also, so if you like the video and you want to hear more, I have a podcast available down below. It's on iTunes, Spotify, basically anywhere that you want to listen to your podcasts. I have a bunch of filmmakers and models and all sorts of cool people that I personally love and close friends of mine. Shout out to Fook Do on this one. Leave a comment down below and let me know what more you want to see. What more like behind the scenes, like voiceover or filmmaking. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful evening.